Hey y'all, it's me again. I just wanted to come live real quick. It just, not too long ago got in, but I wanted to come live real quick again. Quick. Um, it's time. My message is for the caregivers. My message is for the caregivers. My heart is truly there. It's like there's so many things that has been showing up, so many things that has been happening that make me want to just speak out and say something. Hey Shamika, Precious, hello dear. Um, because it's time for us to make sacrifices for ourselves. It's time for us to run for us. It's time for us to stop losing um stop losing what's the word I was looking for? Oh, got what I was going to say. But anyway, we got to put ourselves first. Now I say this because last night, it was about one something in the morning. We was hanging out late, me and the family, my granddaughter, and we was hanging out late, and Kelly and everything. And I went, okay, I will. Um, I went in her room to fix her camera because I have a camera in her room because she has seizures, and I want to make sure that I can address it and get to her when I hear her having one. So as I was in her room, I noticed her camera was plugged, so I went to plug it, bend over and plug it up, and then I had to straighten the camera up. As I was getting up, I looked, and on the back of Kelly's neck, it was a huge. It went from the middle of her neck straight across. I see my little notes. It was anyway. All I could think of to myself was, what in the world? How did she not feel this? Whether it was an itch, a scratch, a pain, a itch, um, something. I think it was huge, and so it did. It looked. I don't know. I don't know anyway. I want to say it took nothing for me to run that fast to take care of Kelly, to make sure she was okay. And I could say this honestly and for myself. It's been many times I did not run for myself. It's been many times I did not put myself first. I did not put myself first at all for so long. That has come to a halt. Edwina Wilson will be putting herself. Well, I already started. Let me say that. I already started. We as caregivers, we have to make the sacrifices for ourselves like we make for our individuals. We have to do those things. We have to run as quick for ourselves like we run for them. We have to drop things at a minute if we're not feeling well, if something is going on, and take care of ourselves, get it checked out, get it looked at, whatever, call the doctor, ask questions, like we do for our individuals. We have to make plans for ourselves like we do for them. It's like something is always coming up recently that gives me a huge eye opener. And some things that I put aside, some things I just did not address. And now I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to do that no more because I matter. And if something happens to me and I don't have a plan, who's going to take care of Kelly? It's time to build your tribe. It's time to build your tribe and have that tribe in place in case something happens to you. Where is your tribe? Who is your tribe? Do you know who your tribe is? Do you know the people that you want to choose to be a part of your tribe? Those that you could really trust. Who are they? Where are they? Family, friends, neighbors. Who can you call? It's been times like last night, for instance, when I run to the emergency room for Kelly, that I could be feeling some kind of way. Oh, I'll wait till the next day. I ain't doing that no more. Because if I don't take care of me now, and whatever's going on can trigger to another thing and another thing, and then it could get worse. Who's going to take care of Kelly? And why did I put it off? We got to stop putting ourselves off. We really have to stop that. My message is really for the caregivers. It's really for the caregivers to love you so much that you won't put yourself aside no more. Literally. I just got off a live video yesterday talking about how serious it was about the caregivers. What plans do we have in place because of a situation that happened? And darn if one something in the morning, I'm running to the ER with Kelly. I'm going to start doing that for Edwina Wilson. I'm going to start doing that for her. Back in November last year, right after my caregivers gala, I don't know what happened, but it was a week later. The following week after my caregivers gala on a Wednesday, something happened that took me from a 0 to a 100 real quick in pain and literally took me down my back. My back. It took me down. I did not go to the emergency room. I did not go get it checked out. But I would not have done that for Kelly. I would have took her as quick as I've known something was going on. I no longer do that to myself. I no longer do that. What I did, the pain was so bad I could barely walk. It took me from walking to slowly walking to where I couldn't walk. Then when I got in the bed that night, I literally could not move my body. My husband had to lift my body up and slide me on the bed. Instead of me thinking that much of me and going to the doctor, I did not do it, or the ER that night, or when it started happening. Because the pain literally went from 0 to 100 within 2 hours. 0 to 100. Literally, that painful. It almost crippled me that day. And then into the night, it crippled me because I could no longer move my own body. I did not have strength enough to move my own body over. I got on the bed and I laid down. Once I laid down, I couldn't adjust my body at all. I could not move my body. I would not have done that for her. I would have taken care of I would have taken care of her. It took me to get up and have to go to the bathroom to go to the ER. Because I knew if I couldn't move my body the first time, then I wasn't even going to try to go to the bathroom, come back, and get in bed again and have to ask my husband to move me. That devil is a lie. Unfortunately, it took me that long to make a decision to go to the ER, but I did. But I would never do that again to myself. I would never put myself aside like that ever again because I matter and I am too important to myself. And I love me too much to let my body get like that anymore. The sacrifices I make for Kelly is the sacrifices I'm going to make for myself. Oh, I love you too, Charmaine. No, my husband is here. Let her know I said hi. I sure will. Let her know I said hi. What y'all doing for Thanksgiving? We're going to be here. Nope. I hope y'all enjoy. We will. We will. Corey is here. Let me know y'all have more shows. We do. We'll be on tomorrow so I could come. Okay. All right. Send me a message. Charmaine and Winnie Wilson. I love you guys and you're forever in my heart. Prayers. Thank you, Charmaine. I appreciate it. You know how I feel about y'all and your family. You and your family. So anyway, please, y'all, think about yourselves, the caregivers. Put you first. Put you first. And make sure you think about this. Make the sacrifices like you do for your loved one. So you can continue to take care of them. Because if you get sick, who's going to take care of them? Who's going to do that? So I'm just saying, I don't know. Today, with Kelly having to go to the ER, we got home about 4:30 in the morning, and she went straight to bed, and I'm struggling to go to sleep. I got in the shower, and I just did everything before I could go to bed. Then I went to bed, and that was it. But it just made me think about something. It just made me think about how I put myself aside and how I refuse to do that anymore. I'm not doing that to me no more. I matter too much. I love myself too much to put myself aside. I've already started building my tribe. But it's so funny because as I think about these things, and I know my kids are right here, and my son said something the other couple of days ago. He said he wanted to move, and he lived around the corner from me. And he said, "Mom, I really want to move." He said, "I was thinking about moving out Virginia Beach." He said, "But I've been helping you with Kelly, and I know you need, help with Kelly. So I'm gonna stay in this area." He said, you know, and he said, "I mean, what do you think?" I said, "I appreciate you saying that." But I did say, don't hold back where you want to go because of us. And God quickly spoke to me. No, tell me to stay in this area where you at. Because what he does, he has kept Kelly. He'd get her during the day. Mama, you got to go to the doctor. Mama, you got to go to the store. Mama, he helps. And if he had to come and sit in here, he'll sit in here with her. My other daughter lived across the street. Not directly across the street, but she lived across the street. And, I had to learn to receive the help that we all complain about that we don't have, or that we don't want to ask for help, or we don't want to bother people, or we don't want to be a burden on people, or we don't, tell people what's going on, and we hide these things. And, the young lady I talked about yesterday, that's what she did. She hid what was going on, but it made her sick, taking care of her mother. We have to teach family members and friends about our individuals, so that if they have to jump in, at least they have an idea of what's going on, what's the problem with them, how do I take care of them until somebody else get here, or whatever the situation. We got to learn to speak up and share what's going on. Those that you trust, that you want as part of your tribe, that's going to be your support system. Yeah, last night opened my eyes. Just got off a video yesterday. And I said, I'm running. Because it would not settle in my spirit if I had went to bed knowing that that thing was on the back of her neck. But I went to bed for myself with pain of 100. Literally. They say 1 to 10 miles is 1 to 100. Literally. I was in excruciating pain. I don't even know. It was worse than excruciating pain. And I set myself aside. That was last year in November. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not doing it to myself no more. So I ask all caregivers, really think about you. If you care for your individual, if you care for a family member, a parent, think about you. Think about how much you matter. And if something happens to you, who's going to be there to care for the one that you are caring for? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. Because we're going to do all of that. We would drop something at the dime of a call and run and do what we have to do for them. They don't miss appointments. We will find a ride if we had to, but we won't do that for ourselves. We will stop wherever we at, if it's an important event or whatever, and leave. But we won't do it for ourselves. As a matter of fact, we'll probably go to that event. Oh, I'm okay. I'll be all right. Knowing darn well we're not. You got to start thinking about yourself. And if anything happens, go get yourself checked out. Listen to your bodies and don't play with it, because one thing can lead to another, to another, to another. And that's not something you want to happen to yourself. Kelly is fine. I ain't talk about Kelly right now, though. I make sure Kelly fine, but now I'm talking about the caregivers and making sure we're fine. Okay? So, last thing I want to say, caregivers, take care of yourself. Think about you. What they say on the airplane, put your mask on first. Put your seatbelt on first. They tell you, you first. You first, then that way you can help the person next to you. So they're saying that. So you have to think about that. If they're telling you to put that on first and protect yourself, what is that telling you? You gotta think about yourself first in everything. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I just had to come on because I know that this situation last night, once again, it's like, okay, when you don't do this for yourself, you did not, even last year, November, you did not do this for yourself. You went to bed in excruciating pain that you know needed attention. But you didn't do that for Kelly last night. You took Kelly straight to the ER. Y'all, start doing that for yourself. All the sacrifices we make for our individuals, make those same sacrifices for yourself, because you do matter. You are that important. You are as important as a caregiver than your child, the individual or your parent that you're caring for, because you are the one caring for them. If something happened to you, nobody's going to be there to take care of them. And another thing, like I said in the beginning, learn to teach your tribe how to take care of the person you're taking care of. If you don't teach your tribe how to take care of your individual, then they're not going to know what to do if they come find you, or if they need to step in and do something for you while you go do something else. So caregivers got to get out of that shell, that comfort zone, that closed in mentality that you don't want your family members and friends and stuff to know about. But it's so relevant, it's so important that they do. Have a book, notes written aside, something that people can know what to do. If it's medication, if it's seizures, all that stuff. And your family members that you have as your tribe need to know that. Your family members, friends, and neighbors, whoever it is that you're putting your trust in to help in a time of need to know these things. They really do. So, hey Shayna, hi Lena, hi Lauren, hi Josie. So that's all I really want to say. That's all I really want to say. Caregivers, take care of yourself. Make sacrifices for you like you make for your individuals or parent or whomever you're caring for. I ain't got nothing else. I ain't gonna be on. I ain't got nothing else. That's all I wanted to say. I came in, talked to a friend, and I said I was just getting ready to get on the live right when I came in the house, and my friend called me, and I talked to her for a while because I wanted to. And I appreciate her calling me. And I told her, I said, you know what? I stopped her in the middle of a conversation. And I said, you know what? I said, thank you for calling me. I said, thank you. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed evening. And remember to take care of yourself. And if you don't feel like smiling, smile anyway. Smile anyway. But push through it all. And the next time something happens to you, don't sacrifice yourself. Make a sacrifice for yourself. Don't sacrifice yourself and not take care of yourself. But sacrifice yourself and take care of yourself no matter what you're in the midst of doing. If that make any sense. What I'm trying to say to break it down is, I don't care where you at. If something happens, leave. We're going to take care of you. Because you would do it for your individual. Y'all be blessed. Love you. Bye-bye.